Rapids, random amplification of the polymorphic DNA. In this case, we can take the different primers, random primers up to 10 in number, and we can do the PCR. In this case, we can take the different plants of these different regions of the same species. For example, Gymnema sylvestris, which is collected from the different regions of Telangana, maybe 5 to 6 districts, and we can analyze the gymnemic acid. If there is any variation within the collected plants, we need to see any genetic variation is there. In this case, we can do the rapid analysis. We can isolate the DNA from all the 5 to 6 samples by using the primers, 10 primers. In this case, each time one primer can be used it and amplified the DNA with the help of that primers. These primers are randomly generated, and whatever the genomic DNA will be multiplied, and we can do the Southern blotting, and we can see the any variation in the each individual band of the specific primer. We can see the sometimes the bands were coming in the same distance, and they are in the form of the movement equal distance in all the samples. Sometimes we can see some of the primers will generate the whatever the DNA multiplied with that particular primers. We can get the different length of the fragments. Maybe we can see the variation in the formation of the bands, that is the in the form of the polymorphic bands. If the bands are coming on the same length, we can see they are the monomorphic bands. So based on that, we can find out the whether there is any genetic variation is there in that ecotypes. Sometimes we won't get any variation, we will get only monomorphic bands, and we indicates that these plants do not have any genetic variation. Maybe a nutritional change or the environmental change might be improved the quantity of the gymnemic acid. So rapids, one of the technique which is used as a marker assisted selection. In addition, we have the another marker assisted selection in the form of the AFLP, amplified fragment length polymorphism. In this case, instead of taking random primers, we can digest the genomic DNA with two restriction enzymes. For example, EcoR1, which is reads the 6 nucleotides, GAA, TTT, C, like that. And in case of the MSE1, it reads the 4 bases in the form of TT, AA, like sequences. And we can digest the genomic DNA of the each sample, and we can make it whatever the sticky ends by using the we can convert that in the form of the non-sticky, and after that we can amplify these DNA fragments by using the primers by changing a little bit sequence, 1 nucleotide, 2 nucleotide, or 3 nucleotide. The number of bands generated may be reduced when we change the sequences. Based on that, if you take for example, 8 varieties of the wheat, and you can analyze by doing the Southern blotting, you can see any variation in the bands. You are getting either monomorphic or polymorphic. Based on that, you can analyze whether that is the same variety or different varieties. So like this, one of the marker AFLP is somewhat improved than in case of the rapids. In addition to that, we can also use the markers in the form of the simple sequence repeats, which known left and right borders of the any particular gene resistant disease resistant genes. We can also multiply it, and we can analyze whether that is a gene is existed in the crossed plant, in the hybrid plant, or when you crossed any two plants to transfer the resistant character from one plant to other plant. We can also analyze it by using the simple sequence repeats. And also sometimes we can use the markers in the form of the satellite DNA, which is on the left and right margin. We can also analyze by taking the DNA extraction. By doing the PCR, we can analyze with the Southern blotting. So some of the disease-resistant genes, like in the marker-assisted selection, we can see the in case of the one of the bacterial blight disease resistance, which is there in case of the XA21 and XA30 genes. These genes are transferred into Pusa basmati, and after that we can see the whether the particular genes are there or not in the Pusa basmati by taking the in case of the XA13, we can have the caps cleaved amplified specific sequences, and they will be multiplied, and we can do the Southern blotting. And in case of the XA21 simple sequence repeats, which is there, also we can multiply, and we can see the whether the particular bacterial blight disease resistant gene is there in Pusa basmati or not. So all these marker genes, which are useful molecular markers, which are DNA based, we can analyze. In addition to this, the same thing we can also implement in case of the QTLs, quantitative trait loci, a group of genes which influencing the any disease resistance or any drought tolerance, or maybe size of the fruit in case of the tomato. And also we can see the whatever the disease resistance which is contributed by 2 or 3 genes. In this case, we can also use the molecular markers in the form of the rapids, AFLPs, and simple sequence repeats, and caps cleaved amplified polymorphic DNA, and also in the form of the any repetitive DNA. So all these techniques, molecular markers, which we can analyze at DNA level, and we can do the each case we can isolate the DNA, and we can do the PCR, and we know in the PCR first denaturing, and after that annealing, and after that we can do the polymerization, and whatever the fragments of the DNA which is multiplied, we can do the Southern blotting, and we can analyze any variation is there in the collected plants, or whatever the disease resistance genes are there or not, we can analyze in case of by using the different methods. One of the best example in case of the XA21, XA13, these are the genes which are there on the rice genome. XA21, which is existed on the 11th chromosome, and XA13, which is there on the 8th chromosome. These are very specifically isolated by using the caps cleaved amplified polymorphic sequences in case of the XA13, and in case of the simple sequence repeats, we can use in case of the XA21, and we can analyze whether the gene is there in the Pusa basmati or not. So Pusa basmati background character is the Pusa basmati, and foreground character, which is in the form of the XA21, XA13, these genes are in the form of the we can analyze for the bacterial blight disease resistance. Like this, any character we can analyze on molecular basis, that is in the form of the marker assisted selection. And also these things, marker assisted selections like rapids, AFLP, and simple sequence repeats, and other gene techniques which are useful to characterize the any particular gene is there or not. Similar thing we can also apply in case of the QTLs, whatever the traits which are group of genes which influence the specific phenotype in terms of fruit size, and also pH content, total soluble compounds, all these things will be analyzed. So like this, these molecular markers which is useful in case of the marker assisted selection, and also to analyze the QTLs. Basically in these techniques we can use the any marker, and we can do after that we can do the PCR by using the 3 steps in the form of the denaturing, annealing, and polymerization, after that we can do the Sutherland blotting, and we can analyze the bands by using the any radio labels or by using the any other dyes which is useful to characterize the bands. Like this we can use it in the form of rapids, AFLPs and other techniques. Thank you.